Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with the Radiants. In the last one, we went to our club meeting and we met a ghost who thinks that we killed him. So we have a mystery there. And we had our first tutoring session. And we also had a mysterious note put under our door recently. So we do still have that to think about, although I believe that was the previous episode. And we did get a book of oracle information from our history teacher. So we've got a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. As I slide into my seat for Professor Balin's class, I wonder how much my mind's eye can handle after yesterday's endless number exercise. Mentally, I feel like I've just run a marathon. I never knew that my brain could feel this worn out. But the headmaster did say I should be exercising my mind. Exercise makes you stronger, right? Perhaps I shouldn't be too hasty to assume Arian's tutoring session was completely useless. Today's class is focused on concentration. True control of your mental powers can only be achieved by pure concentration. Soon you will learn to tune out outside distractions and be able to use your abilities in nearly any situation. We will conduct a few concentration exercises today, but I want to start with a simple meditation. Everyone close your eyes and breathe deeply. I close my eyes and do as Professor Balin instructs. Perhaps I'm still mentally fatigued from all those numbers I visualized yesterday, because my mind wanders a bit. I take another deep breath. I can do this. Concentrate. Thud. My eyes fly open and every head in the class turns towards the classroom door where someone has just entered, loudly. It's Gray. What's he doing here? As I live and breathe, Mr. Harrington has decided to grace us with his presence. Gray is wearing his usual haphazard grin and doesn't look even remotely abashed at interrupting a class full of meditation students. What surprises me the most is the fact that he isn't even in this class. He isn't an Azurite. Have a seat, Mr. Harrington. Gray slouches into a seat a few rows in front of me. I don't think he's noticed me. That's probably for the best. I need to concentrate. Let's try this again, shall we? Everyone close your eyes. I close my eyes again. This time I manage to clear my mind with relative ease. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Well, look who it is. I jump in my seat as a voice whispers in my ear. Gray has somehow managed to sneak up to my row and is now slouching in the seat next to mine. What are you doing in the Azurite class? Don't you attend Iolite class? Gray gives me a dismissive wave, as if there's nothing he'd like to be talking about less. All Iolites are required to take one other specialty class that relates most closely to our abilities, since we don't fit into a nice little box like the rest of you. Oh yeah, you read auras, right? I suppose aura reading would fall under the mental category. But then, what makes you an Iolite? Aren't Iolites supposed to possess some kind of unexplained ability? You know what your aura looks like today? What? It's mostly orange, which means you're feeling ambitious. But it's lined with gray, which means you're also skeptical. What is it you're afraid of? He's leaning even closer to me now, whispering as if we are sharing some kind of big secret. Still, I'm feeling uncomfortably exposed by his observations. I haven't told anyone about my fears about the council and the death of the former oracle, and I'm not really ready to go there. Time to change the subject. Shh, I'm trying to meditate. Why? Because I need better control over my abilities? You think meditation is going to help? I sigh deeply. Somehow he always knows exactly how to push my buttons. But is it in a good way or a bad way? Well, let's answer him. Yes, I do think it will help me. Professor Balin says meditation is the best way to exercise the mind's eye. Learning to breathe in silence is not what it takes to master the mind. Oh yeah, then what does it take, Mr. Smarty Pants? Ooh, now you're calling me pet names. I see our relationship is moving to the next level. We don't have a relationship. Then what do you call this delightful banter we're having right now? I call it a disruption. I turn away from him and squeeze my eyes shut. Maybe if he sees I'm busy, we'll stop talking. He doesn't. Instead, his voice grows suddenly serious. There are always disruptions. No matter what they tell you, the mind can never truly be in control. Your true nature will always win, pulling you back in like an invisible tether until you can no longer think at all. I opened my eyes and turned to him, surprised. Something in his voice was unsettling. One moment he had been his usual flirty self. Now this? Where did this come from? He's no longer looking at me, but staring up at the ceiling, head resting on the back of his chair. Gray? Are you okay? He looks towards me and his face changes, reverting back to his usual lazy smirk. I'd better go. You need to concentrate. Wait. I try to stop him, but he slips out of my grasp and slides out the door silently. I'm definitely not going to be able to concentrate now. Time for today's elective. Calligraphy. I think this was my new one. It takes a special sort of agility to excel in calligraphy, but when done properly, it almost makes a person feel more refined. We begin by going over all the different calligraphy tools. Some are familiar, like the brush with a well of black ink. Others, however, are less recognizable, like the ink that burns the surface it touches, creating letters and symbols by scorching them into existence. This ink is apparently very popular in ancient runic rituals, as anything that is written with it is charged with magical power. Composure and quickness. Okay. That evening, I can't get to my room fast enough. I've been thinking about the Oracle book all day. Nothing much has happened since I'd received the cryptic note, but whoever had sent it made me seriously question what I'm doing here. I have to find out more for my own peace of mind. For once, I am pleased to find the room empty. Not that I don't think I could trust Rayla with this secret, but it's just easier this way. I wouldn't want to risk getting Professor Mordain in trouble for helping me. I pull the plain-looking book out from its hiding place under the mattress and gingerly open to the first page. I'm surprised to see that even the inside of the book does not contain a title. In fact, as I flip through the pages, they appear to be structured more as some kind of journal rather than an official textbook. It does, at least, appear to be in chronological order. I flip to the end, hoping to find out more about the woman I met on the street back in my world. Well, met isn't really the word. Regardless, she's the reason I'm here, and possibly the reason I could be in danger. Sebel, served 1901. Of course, this book would not have been updated to include her death. It only occurred a few weeks ago. I suppose I'll have to find more recent publications for that information. Very recent. The included drawing barely resembles the woman I remember, but with a career of over 100 years, I suppose a person can change a bit. It says here that she was given the gift of the Oracle while attempting to save a man from drowning. Wait, does that mean the Oracle before her was a man? I flip back a few pages. Sure enough, the previous entry depicts a male oracle. William served 1866 to 1901. William didn't serve as Oracle very long. Was his death an accident? Did all of the Oracles die in some tragic manner? I turned to the previous entry. Harry served 1622 to 1866. No, it appears this Oracle gave the gift willingly. She had served for so long that she wanted to pass on, so she gave the gift to her human servant William. Radiance had human servants? I had not read anything about that in my current studies, but this was a long time ago. Perhaps things have changed. Maybe Harry gave him the gift so he could stay in the Radiant world rather than return home. But what happened to William to cause such an early death? The pages are vague on the details, only that he was boating somewhere in Greece and had an accident. Sybil, a fisherman's daughter, saw the boat capsize and attempted to pull William ashore. She was unsuccessful and William disappeared beneath the waves. He must have died while she struggled to pull him away from the boat because she received the unexpected gifts of the Oracle. Her story is not much different than my own. I wonder how she handled the transition. It must have gone pretty well for her. She served for over 100 years. Would she do that if the council were some evil organization not to be trusted? Suddenly, a loud bang shakes me out of my thoughts. Rayla has returned and she's already talking a mile a minute about every last thing that happened to her today. I beam at her and close the book, tucking it under my pillow. Perhaps I can sneak some more reading time later. What do I want to do this weekend? Okay, so let's check our stats. Because we really do want to raise stats. Endurance, logic, insight, and theory are our big ones. I think... It was quickness and composure that we did with the calligraphy. We could do power and control. Power or control. Let's see what we have available. That's logic. Charm. I could meditate. That would give us some control. I guess let's do that. I've been so busy I haven't really had much of a chance to practice my meditation. I want to make sense of the vision I keep seeing. As scary as it was, I want to have that vision again. Maybe if I concentrate really hard. I close my eyes, attempting to close out all the sights and sounds around me. It's much harder than I anticipated. I only managed to make it a few moments before my eyes open again. I just can't concentrate. The concept of meditation is not exactly new to me, but I've never had much of a reason to attempt it before now. It's okay, just keep trying. I spend the rest of the afternoon repeating this pattern. Close my eyes, take a deep breath, empty my thoughts. I don't manage anything close to a vision, but I think I'm getting better at blocking out the outside world. Magic control is increased. As I head back towards my room, I'm alarmed to hear a chorus of shouts coming from behind me. I whirl around just in time to see an unidentified object flying straight towards me. I don't have any of these. I don't think I have any force. No, I have no force. Quickness and composure about the same. So we're about to get, like, pummeled. What's the most appropriate reaction to an unidentified object zooming towards my face? Dodge it. I attempt to slide to my left to avoid the object, but I'm not fast enough. The item grazes my shoulder and immediately goes crashing to the ground. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay, but I'm afraid your bottle didn't make it. Oh man, that's a bummer. But no worries. We'll just make another one. What was in it? A new potion we've been experimenting with. It makes the person who drinks it extra charming. You can do that? Oh yeah, we've done it successfully before. But this is a new prototype that has an even stronger effect. Anyways, sorry again. You go ahead, we'll clean this up. Okay, my quickness increased. I better head back to my room. What should I do today? Okay, so I have another thing. Alright, so we have the quickness, force. Force actually got a little bit more. Let's see. I could try doing control again, but I think that wouldn't be terribly exciting. Storm demerits. Okay, let's go back out this way. Quickness. Oh, I could do quickness again. Academics. Leadership and theory. Do I have any power? I have a little power. We can work on that. My first Azurite class, while fascinating, was just a mere taste of everything there is to know. I'm anxious to learn more. Not only that, but the mysterious council trials are still looming over me. Is 12 weeks really enough time to learn it all? I'd better get some extra studying in if I plan to... Okay, it autoed for me. I admit I had kind of hoped that Professor Balin would be in the room to assist me in my quest for knowledge, but of course he isn't. He's got to have more important things to do. Hey, over here! I turn around to spot a girl waving her arms in my direction. I recognize her from my Azurite class. You're the Oracle! That's what they tell me. My name is Xanthia. I'm the Muse. That's right, I remember you from class. I have to ask, how exactly do your Muse powers work? Will I be inspired just from being around you? No, it's not that simple. I have to actively transmit the feelings to the person I want to inspire. And I can't inspire a person to accomplish just anything. Every Muse has a specific art or science that they rule over. My art is dance. Ever want to be a dancer? Can't say that I ever really thought about it. I can tell you have a bit of a dancer's soul, but it's not too strong. I could definitely strengthen it. Of course, there's skill to inspiration. Too much and the artist can go mad. Wow, is it that easy? To give too much inspiration? Oh yeah, that's why I'm here right now. I haven't had much luck controlling the flow of my energy, so I practice here with some students that consider themselves adequate dancers. Is that dangerous? Nah, Professor Balin has an energy sphere placed on this room. It limits the amount of power any Radiant can use to prevent accidents. So this is the safest place for me to practice. So, can I practice on you? I hesitantly agree to be Xanthia's guinea pig for the afternoon, and it turns out to be rather enlightening. Watching her channel has forced me to think about how I might channel my own abilities. if I ever see them again. However, I don't feel like I'm a much better dancer. I suppose it would take a whole lot more than one afternoon of inspiration to achieve that. Your magic power has increased. Okay. Week 4. So, if our trials are in 12 weeks, we don't have that many weeks. We have less than 10 weeks. We have 8 weeks. Oh look, we've got our copy of this month's Scryer. I noticed Rayla unfolding an old-fashioned style newspaper and settling into a chair, engrossed. The front reads Sarenville Scryer, paired with the headline Sarenville Wilders aim for regionals. I assume this is the school's newspaper? It sure is, but I only really care about the gossip section. There's a gossip section? Oh yeah, they do these amazing blind items every month. I always like to try to guess who they're talking about. Listen to this one. 3 very secretive Rhodolite students seen with matching tattoos, but refuse to talk about them. Is there a new secret society at Sarenvale? A new secret society? Does that mean there was an old one? There have been several over Sarenvale's history, but the ones I know of have since been dissolved long before I came here. I suppose you could consider the Student Council Society, though they aren't really that secret. But I would not be surprised if there's a new one in the making. Get a bunch of rich, smart bored students in one place, and they're bound to get into some trouble. Would you ever join a secret society? I think it depends heavily on what that society's purpose is, right? But who am I kidding? I can't keep a secret to save my life. No society would have me. Rayla focuses on the newspaper once more. There's one on here about someone stuffing notes under people's doors? Pretty childish way to get the attention of your crush, isn't it? Wait, what? Let me see that. I slide up next to Rayla and read the line over her shoulder. Shifty male student was seen lurking around the West dorms last week, slipping a note under the door of a female student's room. Is this perhaps a love connection in the making? I pause. Could this be the person who put the note under my door? It's got to be, right? How many covert note slippers could there be? I mean, we were doing note slipping just a minute ago before that. What's wrong? You seem concerned. Wait, is this about you? Did someone slip a love note under our door? Well, it wasn't exactly a love note. Don't trust the council. I pull the folded note out from under my bed and hand it to Rayla. Her eyes widen as she looks over it. When did you get this? About a week ago, but I didn't see who put it there. I tried to look, but the hallway was empty. Do you think this blind item could be about the note I received? It could be. If it happened a week ago, then the timing is right. But how did someone else manage to see them, but you didn't? You didn't see anyone else in the hallway? No, but it was late, so it was kind of dark. Someone could have slipped back into their room when they saw the person slip the note. Then you wouldn't have seen them. That would also mean the witness lives in this hall. Do you think I should be concerned? About the council, I mean? Do I think you shouldn't trust them? Well, I think they're about as trustworthy as any other organized form of authority. They can make misguided decisions, but I feel they have our society's best interest in mind. We lived under a monarchy before the war, and I heard that was bad, but the council is supposedly a major improvement. But maybe that's a naive way of thinking. I just don't know what to believe at this point. Well, how could you? As far as being a Radiant goes, you were practically born yesterday. But I've never known the Council to be out to get people or anything like that. Do you think we can find out who sent this? We can definitely find out who sent it. How? Well, for starters, we can question everyone on this floor and find out who saw this person. You want me to canvass the neighborhood? Actually, I don't think you should do the questioning. Seeing you there could make them not want to talk. People are very intimidated by the new Oracle, you know. Why? I'm no threat to them. But you could be, when you become the Oracle. Well, whatever, I just feel bad making you do all the work. Don't worry, it's a possibility that whoever submitted this story doesn't want to out themselves as a gossipy snitch. They may not be forthcoming with their info. And in that case, we'll have to find out some other way, and I'll need your help for that. Oh no, look at the time. We better get out of here if we're going to be on time for a class. Let's meet here on Friday night. I'll be ready to report. Thanks for your help, Rayla. Of course. This is like a fun mystery. I've always wanted to be a detective. Rayla shoves the newspaper in her bag and dashes out of the room. I need to get going too, but first I have to pick my electives for the week. Okay. So, let's see. We probably want to do astrology still, but control and power is probably good. We're working on that. Composure and quickness. Do logic and endurance. I think those will... These are the ones we've been focusing on. The academics and force we haven't done, nor charm and leadership, but I think this one is good. So let's go ahead and select those. Okay. Alright, so this is where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. In the next one, we should be able to hit the club meeting, so maybe we can do some more ghost stuff. Possibly even the tutoring for this week. But yeah, I guess that's going to be everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!